feel like this is kind of a weird angle, but hi. It's kind of sideways, I feel like. Maybe I'm sideways. I need to like... Anyways. Hello! We are making another chit chat video because that seems to be the only thing that I really like doing right now. So... but I thought I'd talk about something that I haven't ever talked about on this channel, or any channel for that matter. I've kind of talked about it a little bit in one of my videos. I talked a lot in that video. I swear, like, every single video since then I reference it, but my YouTube failed me video. I talked a little bit about it, but I didn't really get too much into detail. So here we go. Yes, I did just have coffee, so I am talking fast. But let's just chill, let's just chat, and I will tell you my story. So I wanted to kind of talk about why I wanted to start a YouTube channel and like why I wanted to do that. And where that idea came from. Let's go all the way back to little elementary school me. It's so weird to think about, like that was so long ago. I'm graduated university now, like what? I think I was like 12, no, 10. Elementary school was going fine and dandy, so much fun, and then all of a sudden one day it wasn't, basically. Well, it was gradual, but around like, I think I was like 10 or so, I just had a really hard time in elementary school. And you know, kids are kids, and honestly the reason why I haven't talked about it is because I don't want anybody to like see this and be like, hey, like I didn't know that, or like I went to the same school as you, and like blah. But I'm pretty open about it now. So, and I've come to terms with it. Kids are kids, kids act dumb, whatever. It was pretty sad. And then I started watching YouTube, and I can still name the ones that like I really connected with at the time, and that's Thatcher Joe, Casper Lee, Zoella, Will Derbyshire, Arden Rose, Lauren Elizabeth, Gen X Pen, Andrea Russet, and then that started my phase. Like it came from the European YouTubers and the British YouTubers into collab channels like O2L and Prank versus Prank. But basically, I didn't feel like I had any friends at one point in elementary school, and the only thing, like I couldn't connect to anything, and I did have a hard time. Like I definitely like didn't want to get attached to people once I felt kind of sad. So I was kind of alone. And so what would happen was I would come home from school and I would watch these fun little YouTube videos where, you know, it started out with like Zoella, and she would like do like a haul or a lookbook or something of like autumn clothes or whatever. And you know, I think the more I saw personality in YouTube, and back when YouTube was way more raw than it is now, and like now things are scripted and everything, but back then you know, like you saw people's personality like when you watch YouTube, and people were just doing it because it was fun, and that's like when they started making money off of it and everything. So I felt like I had a connection to these YouTubers that I was watching because I was watching them all the time, and I felt like I knew somebody because, you know, they were sharing their personality with the world. And I bet you anybody felt that way that watched YouTube when they were kids. Like, you kind of feel like you know somebody because and some people probably still feel like that today. I definitely feel like I know some YouTubers that I don't actually know because they share their life. It's like a normal thing to feel that way, but it became my escape, you know. And I never called YouTubers my friends, but I felt like I could come home and like watch YouTube and feel like I had friends. Like I didn't feel so alone or lonely. And that's when kind of like after probably about a year of that, I was like, I want to do that. I want to be there for people, and I want to be able to be there in YouTube, and maybe it's just making funny little videos or like what's in my bag videos at the time, and just show people that there's more out there in life, and that there's community in YouTube, and that's where the idea came from. So I was pretty young at the time. Obviously, I was in elementary school, and it was like I didn't want, like, I honestly didn't want like any like YouTube videos out there of me being like silly, goofy, like 10 years old or whatever. So once I got a little bit older, I was like 15, I made my first channel, Exclusive Joy, and I just started out making vlogs. I was super excited about it. I was like, okay, this is like my chance. I get to like be a YouTuber and like post videos, and hopefully people will feel a sense of community with me, and like maybe feel not so lonely all the time, and that I can be like the escape for people, like when I was in elementary school. And at the time I had no goals in making money, but I definitely felt like, well, this would be kind of fun if I could make money off this. And I feel like everybody always thinks that in the back of their mind, but they're too scared to say it because they don't want people to think that they want, like, they don't want to make YouTube for the views and the money and stuff. But I'm gonna be honest, like, it was in the back of my mind, like, well, you know, having my own schedule, like working online, like the whole thing. But it was in the back of my mind. And anyways, so I was so excited to start my YouTube channel. I'd like convince my parents. I'd be like, why can't I start it now? Like, and then it was like 13 or 14. I was like, I should just, like, why can't I start it? And they're like, well, you're a kid. And they were like, I was super shy for a while. And so they were like, what? And so they're like, well, you should like practice. And so I practiced making videos. I made videos all the time when I was a kid, like of just like silly things. Like me and my friends would make like little skits, and like it was almost like us playing house, but there was like a camera there. And so like we'd make like little like movies is what we called them. And so I felt like I was a pro before I was even a pro, and I'm still not a pro. I don't think anybody can be a pro in something that changes all the time. They were like, just practice and like start making vlogs and everything. And so I did, and I started making vlogs, and I definitely didn't upload the first couple, but like getting used to editing and stuff was really good. And at the time I had a GoPro that I was filming on, so everything literally sounded like it was underwater. And the camera lens was like way too wide, and I had it on a selfie stick, like one of the first ones I filmed. But the one that I actually uploaded was a makeup routine, which my makeup has definitely changed a lot since then. But yeah, the reason why I started YouTube was to be that bestie for somebody, you know, and help people not feel so alone all the time. And I feel like I got so caught up in like being a part of trends and like trend setting and like following the algorithm and looking at numbers and stuff once I started like uploading and everything. And after it was like for a while, and I was like, I really want to get big, and that was my only goal. My videos aren't getting any views. It was really interesting. It really is what people say. It's like, if your mindset is to like make money and like get the views, it's probably not gonna work. Like, you have to actually like it. And I did like it, but it was just like, I'd be like, oh, I have to film this video this time now. But I wasn't connecting with my audience, and I wasn't like showing my personality. Like, I did do vlogs, but a lot of the video was just a montage, so they looked cool, but like, who's the person behind the camera? Nobody really knows. So it's really interesting, because once I kind of figured out that you can make real money off this, that's the only thing I focused on for a long time, and I kind of forgot why I started making YouTube videos. And then this year, which is like crazy, because I've been making YouTube videos since I was like 14 or something, or 15, I don't know. And then finally this year, I'm like, I just want to talk with you guys and connect with you guys and like share my thoughts and feelings and experiences, and help people know that they're not alone, and they don't have to be lonely, and they can just sit down and watch my videos and just have a good time and just like be that escape for people. And so I finally feel like I've come back to reality a little bit, and to my old self, my little kid, when I was in elementary school, and I feel like I've actually found like what YouTube is about and why I wanted to do it, and coming back to that. I think it's super cool. I think it definitely happens to everybody. I think it's interesting because I feel like I've come to the conclusion and come back to my ideas of first starting YouTube so naturally, but before I've gotten a lot of views and before I've, you know, made money off of YouTube. So my content, yes, it's switched, but I think, you know, I don't think people, I mean, comment down below, but I don't think people are really disappointed that my content has switched. I think that, you know, YouTube's for everybody, and because I don't have hundreds and thousands of people watching my videos, then it's like by the if that's what happens in the future, these are what the videos are right now. So yeah, but I definitely feel like I can connect better with my YouTube channel, because that was something I was really struggling with, which is why I made a second channel, is because I felt like I was a kid making videos and I wanted to make different types of videos, still very much structured, but now I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've shared a lot on this channel, and I feel like I've been able to be my true self, which was the goal at the beginning, was to be able to be my true self and share. And I didn't plan half these videos that have gone out there, but I've, you know, been able to talk to you guys and everything. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions about me. Maybe I'll do a Q&A or like get to know me tag or something like that, so you guys get to know me a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, let's just chat. Let's just like I'll be besties here. All right, so much love, no hate. Thanks for listening yet again, and yeah, I always get so happy at the end of my videos, by the way. Like, now that I'm filming them, and I really like what I'm filming, and I feel like I'm connecting and doing what I wanted to do at the beginning, and what I've always wanted to do since like elementary school. It's like I get so happy like filming them, and then when I say like that's all folks, I'm like ah. Anyways, also I feel like those ones, this is like a side note because I can't edit because I'm like, but I feel like a lot of the videos I did make, they were like highly edited, and so I would edit out like half the video at one point, and now it's like I don't really edit that much out because I'm like, we besties, we here together, we chit chatting and hanging out. So anyways, that's it. Yeah, that's all folks. Sorry if I didn't look into the lens.